From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. On the mound for this one, Steven Matz.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate, coming off an incredible hitting performance yesterday. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Aaron Judge with a rocket. Home run number 20 on the year. The Yankees score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, you saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
So man aboard, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Lined in the left center, should be extra bases. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Fresh off a huge 6-hit game last night, so we'll see how he follows it up here today. In the air to left center. He's got it, and there's one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. 2 aboard with 1 out. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. And it bangs off the wall.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now the base is loaded, big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Next to hit, Austin Wells, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
0-2 now. Drilled out towards left center field. Mullins on his horse. Can't get there in time, and that should bring in a pair. 1 run's in. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid.
On the ground, a short could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. 3 runs for him. Digging in, Jonathan Aranda. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
The 0-1 right through there for a strike. Rodon went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game.
Yeah, not a lot of pitchers racking up complete games nowadays, so that last start of his really stands out for me. When you can eat innings like that, you take a big weight off your bullpen, and that's very valuable.
In the air, right field. Judge gets under it, and there's one down.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board. That'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets there.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they cut the lead to 2. Now around third, waving him home. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Well, he just about hit it out of here, but once it took that carom off the wall like that, I mean, he really turned on the afterburners. And I'll tell you, as an outfielder, this is pretty much your worst nightmare. But playing the ball off the wall like that can be really tough sometimes. Definitely an exciting play.
Grisham on his way over, and that will end the inning. We head to the second here at Tropicana Field. The Yankees lead it 3-2. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. High fly ball right field. Palacios on the move, stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Cody Bellinger digs in now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here is Aaron Judge.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Base hit into center field.
Here's a ball that's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Now a chance for Jazz Chisholm Jr. On the ground, 2 ball. The turn by Williams at second. Their second double play already. This one ends. Back now in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And here is Ben Williamson.
Hey, ha!
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Two down, nobody on. Rolled over to third. Rosario. No play, that's an infield single. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error.
Well, he just tried to force a play that wasn't there. Ends up a single and a throwing error. So now they have to deal with a runner in scoring position. You know, good communication on the field can make a big difference on a play like that.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back here at Tropicana Field, all set for the start of the inning. Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a line drive to left field. 1 away. Goldie steps into the box. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Line drive, and this might be trouble.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. To the right side. Knocks it down. Beats him to first. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Randall Grichuk now. He's 0 for 1.
Number 34, Randall Grichuk.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Reaching for it and brings it in. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Yeah! I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. This one in the air. Rosario settles underneath it, and there's one down.
The batter, number 2, designated
Yandy
hitter,
Diaz now.
Yandy
Flied to right his first time. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Popped up. Caballero. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Rays.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
No, that's down. Ball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And a big swing and a miss. Struck him out looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back now in Tampa Bay. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Takes it in for the out. And there's one down. So the batting order turns over. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Fair ball. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And it is out of here. His 6th of the series, and they add on. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the hits just keep on coming.
Up next to the Yankees.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Ahmed Rosario. That's ripped into the outfield. That's out number 2.
Up next to the Yankees.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. He's 2 for 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Austin Wells, the next to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins on the move to the alley. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Now a 6-2 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. And we're back with a series sweep very much in play, Siggy. Sizable lead, so keep those brooms handy.
A sweep can really send shockwaves through a clubhouse, Boog. One team surging forward, the other left searching for answers.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Oops, he came home with it. And he gets to first safely as a result. So I think I'll just sit here quietly in disbelief. Williams now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Check swing of the 0-2. Appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 1 out, man at first. Chandler Simpson will hit next. This one in the air. Caballero. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Williamson.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Ben Williamson. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. The Rays down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Mason Engler.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Fair ball. Man at first, and now the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 at second. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. So 2 down. Here's Judge now. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. That one fouled hard the other way. Judge, multi-time All-Star, 33 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And next for New York, Trent Grisham. He's already homered here in this one. Base hit. So that's 3 straight hits with 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. Hard hit, base hit. 1 run is in. Now the tag at third, and they got it. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left. Bottom of the inning, and now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes.
Number 40, Nick Fortes.
Foul ball there.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Little dribbler up along third.
No,
and
that's
that
a foul
goes
ball.
Foul. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Palacios.
Nope.
The next to hit takes ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2 up, 2 down. So the Rays batting order turns over. Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit.
Hoo-yah!
And that one in the air center field. Brings it in. That is the inning. Nothing to it. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So digging in, Ahmed Rosario.
The third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Mullins tracks it down for the out. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball.
Up next for the Yankees,
1 down. Austin Wells now at the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. And the Rays manager.
For the Rays,
So they turn things over to the righty, Cole Sulser.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A 2-run homer, and they boost their lead.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in, Jose Caballero. This one smacked out to left center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning for Cody Bellinger. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Well struck right field. That's back there. And that one is off the top of the wall.
Up next for the Yankees.
Runner at first with 2 away. So up next for New York, Trent Grisham. And that one ripped to left, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
1 down. Junior Caminero digs in now.
Baseman number 13, Junior.
And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Mullins. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swings through that.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. That gets down for a hit.
Lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
The batter number 7, shortstop.
2 outs, runner at first. Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. The Rays strand just the 1. That won't help much. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
On the ground, Williams. They get 1 and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Paul Goldschmidt now. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. So, man aboard. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Line drive, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 34.
And up next for New York, Randal Grichuk. Fair ball. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Nice weight transfer there. He gets the front foot down, and when a hitter is hitting against a firm front side, his hands can be lightning quick through the zone.
Up the middle. They take the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. And the Yankees leave them loaded, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, Simpson.
Ground ball left side. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Man at first, nobody out.
15,
Ben Williamson next to hit for the Rays. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Struck him out swinging. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. 1 out, man at first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Up next for the Rays,
Richie Palacios, the next to hit.
Palacios.
And there's a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to short. Caballero. They score a run thanks to the infield single. Back to the top of the order now. Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Goes down looking. Yandy Diaz now at the plate. That one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball out to left field. Grisham under this one. And that's the inning. 2 men left stranded. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Baker.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Laser could be trouble.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, number
So a man
99,
at first.
Aaron.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Off the batter's eye and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 13-3.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive to short and caught. One pitch and one out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fly ball down the line. Simpson coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's two down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. This one in the air, right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And that keeps the inning alive.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here is Goldschmidt. Sliced hard but foul. To third, Caminero. Fires over to first. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. And that is the inning. Two-run blast for the Yankees this inning. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. On to the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Fastball for a strike. Rodon still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
One up, one down. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The Yankees up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up. Rosario takes it in for the out. Now at the plate, Carson Williams. That misses the zone.
That's it.
Ball 1.
Ball.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Missed inside with the curve. And that's a strikeout looking. 13 strikeouts.
For the Rays,
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Boyle.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Oh, 2 now. And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So up next for New York, Randal Grichuk. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, leaps, and he's got it.
Clearly stole a base hit right there. Excellent job. Great athleticism by the shortstop to make that leaping catch to bring it down. It was a line drive headed for the outfield.
On a line, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Up next for the Yankees.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty.
That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases.
I mean, come on. Have a game. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now, Trent Grisham. Line drive. That skips
Over the
fence, so it's an automatic double as they score a pair on the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing.
Ahmed Rosario digs in now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. This to third. They get the force, and that is that. Bottom 9. And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson. There's a strike.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch. Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Stays alive. And a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ben Williamson. In the air, left field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Rays.
That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot.
Bellinger. Oh no, he threw it home. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. That one lifted to left. Grisham under it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. In comes the run from third.
Well, right there, he's definitely looking for more than just a sac fly with the bases loaded and nobody out, but you'll take it. Now
Bellinger. Oops, he came home with it.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much, but you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. In comes the run from third.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got
ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Runner from second crosses the plate.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hit.
In the air, left field, down the line. But it slices just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Just a slow ground ball this time. Oh no, he threw it home.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside.
Chop to the left side. Not gonna get him. It's up the line.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Tap to first.
Foul ball.
1 strike away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And
That's
that
a
one
foul
is
ball.
foul, so we'll try it again. On the ground to third. Base hit, 1 run in already. Now a second crosses the plate.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
The big 6th spot already on the board this inning. We're in the last
That
half
missed.
of the
That's the
9th
ball.
inning.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Well, what a gutsy performance. He saved the bullpen, gave him the day off. He wasn't super dominant, but he found a way to pitch. And when guys don't have their best stuff inning after inning throughout an entire game, you see them dig deep and they pitch. And that's exactly what he did to get this win today.
Well, this one ends in a blowout, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John.
Gemini child who was written in the stars. Won't go up out of you.
Play ball.